Yo, what up, homies? It's Ziggy Man, back with a video. It's been a while since I did a video, to be real. I just got done taking a walk. It's a little chilly out here, so I'm a little sniffy right now. But I just wanted to get on here and talking about, I guess, living your life how you want to. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you feel like is best for you. I think I think the way we live now, and maybe how we've lived for a long time as humans, is like, we love when people give us instructions. Like, we love being told, well, this is how you're supposed to do this. We want a whole rule book, you know what I'm saying? A whole manual to tell us how to live our lives and what we should do. And while those things can be good, at the end of the day, you have to figure out what's going to work best for you. You know what I'm saying? You can use those things as a template, but ultimately, you got to do the work for yourself and figure out, well, what's gonna work best for me? You know what I'm saying? Because just because it works for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. And that's why it's just like, I kind of go by the beat of my own drum, and I figure out what's gonna be best for me and stuff like that. And that's just it. And that's why I just feel like that's why I feel like I'm not bound to any group at all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't need anybody telling me how to live my life, or this is how you should be doing this is how you should be doing that. Like, we ain't got time for all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can figure it out for myself, and if I need some resources, I can look up those resources and go on about my business. But ultimately, we are responsible for our own destinies. It's because of our push off of responsibility, our irresponsibility, that the world is in the state that it's in. Because we're pushing off our own personal responsibilities onto the government, onto other citizens, you know what I'm saying? Onto each other. And at the end of the day, we gotta start with ourselves. We gotta start with us first. That's how the world changes. It starts with you. You know what I'm saying? It really does. It really does start with you. And so I really think it's important that you get a sense of that, or that somebody would try to get a sense of that. One day, because I'm also a believer too. Like, who's to say that anybody should be like following one way of life? Like, who's to say anybody should be doing any of that at all? Like, I'm a big believer in letting people figure it out for themselves. It's when we get in the middle of people figuring out themselves, I feel like that's what makes it all worse for everybody, because it's like, we're not allowing people to be themselves and to go through life themselves and figure out what's best for them. We're not allowing people to do that, and we're getting in their way. We're getting in their personal journey to responsibility, you know what I'm saying? Because we're always trying to tell somebody, nah, this is how you should be living your life. This is what you should be doing. This is what you should be saying. This is where you should go to school. This is where you should work, whatever the case may be. Like, that's nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what's best for you. You come up with the plan, say, look, this is how I'm gonna move, and go from there. Especially if you're not dependent on nobody. Bro, do you. Enjoy your life. Have fun. Life is about risk, man, and I think we're scared of risk, but being alive is risky. Like, that's just a part of life. Like, being alive is risky, man. And I think it's really important that we recognize that, and that's taken into account, that life is risk. So that's why you may as well do what you want to do. There's a risk regardless of whether you do what you want to do or whether you do what other people tell you to do. Like, everything can go sideways regardless, bro. So you should just do what you feel like is best for you. And as long as that's not hurting you or hurting anybody else, it's your life, man. You only get this one time. We don't know if we get this anymore. And there's no point in living a life that you don't want to live. Why? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, because we all know that this probably is our only life that we're going to get. And we're all living a life that we don't want to live. And it just doesn't make any sense to me now more than ever. Because it's like, now I'm definitely like, yeah, like, I'm going to live how I want to. And if you don't agree, I don't care. Because it's definitely not at your expense. Like, it's not at your expense. It's not even, I mean, I guess technically it is at my own expense. But, like, that's crazy, man. Like, and I'm done doing that. I'm done living a life that I don't want to live. I'm living for me. And you like it or love it or hate it, I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? You do you, and I do me, and I stay out of people's way, and I let them do what's best for them. And I encourage everybody to do the same thing. Focus on yourself. Are you where you want to be in life right now? If you're not, you should probably not be criticizing other people and judging them. You should probably be working on yourself and getting to where you want to be at and minding your own business. And yeah, this is just my little spiel because I ain't did a video in a minute. About to go to the store, get some things done. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little video, talk about living the life that you want to live and finding personal responsibility and not passing it off to any group of people or any entity to come up with it for you. Come up with it for yourself. Y'all stay breezy out here.